Hi, Faiza. Thanks for letting us look at your website. I've done a quick summary of the findings that I've had. So I'll just take you through them step by step from an Excel spreadsheet. So this is one of the summary pages that tells us the health of the website. Your website is in a very nascent stage at the moment. We got a DR of just zero point 0.1. Backlinks are the recommendations from other websites. It says 27 here, but they're only coming from 4 domains, and only 2 of them are live do follow links. What this means is only 2 of those links out of those 27 have got capability of someone clicking it on other website, and it'll bring them to your website. They usually, if there is a domain that has got a traffic of 10,000 people coming in a month, and you have links there which are do follow, that adds up to your leads quality, leads number, and that's how you convert them. But you're not getting any of the link juice at the moment. You got 29 organic keywords, that's across the world, and there's only one organic traffic at the moment. So you're not getting much from your website at the moment. It's just there. Just to show you what backlinks you have right now, which I do follow. So you're coming from the phone book, which is a directory listing, and twobuyers.com is again one of the review sites. So it's not going to bring you a lot of value, because if you look at the DR for this two buyers, it's non-existent, and this is directory. So this, it's good to be here, but it's not going to add any value to your website. Talking about the keywords, so out of the 29 keywords that you're currently Google's currently ranking you for, there's only 10 of them that are in UK. So out of those 10, again, if you can see, there's Aura Birmingham. So that's just picking up from your name and the location, and then you got DermaQuest B5 Serum UK, but the volume on them is really low, and your position. So for Aura Birmingham, you're sitting at page 2. For DermaQuest, you're sitting on page 4. For Aura, you're sitting on page 5. So all of that is not adding much value at the moment, just because it's in nascent stage. Google doesn't see the website having those value added items as it will see other websites of similar capabilities. On saying that, the next one talks about your screaming frog crawl. This is one of our systems we use to check all your pages on the website, and the first thing we check is there should be no 404s, which is the error code. So it's good. We have none of them. All of your pages are currently indexable. We need to see the quality, whether we need to index all the pages or not. The title basically is the title when someone types in that page name in Google trying to find you. This is the first line that comes up. So, for example, if I go into Skin Clinic UK, this is the title. I'm pretty surprised it's got an error in the first one, but that's how they're promoting it. So that's the title, and this is the meta description, which we'll get to in a second. So this, I think, if you see the titles here, your first title saying it's only 9 letters. So this is your homepage title. You will see a lot of companies have the best keywords in that title that explains what they do. But in yours, it's just the title. Usually developers, when they're creating a website, that's all they do. They don't pay any attention to it. But from an SEO perspective, this is one of the most important thing that's valued by Google. Your speed, website speed is currently, so it's taking 5 seconds to load. Google likes anything under 3 seconds, and your performance, because of this 5 seconds and this TBT of 480 millisecond, it's 24%. We usually target to have 90% plus, because people have really, really short span these days, shorter than a goldfish of 8 seconds. So this obviously adds to your bounce rate. So if something doesn't come up as quick as people want it to, they'll just go somewhere else. Yeah. Your website's missing the schema as well. Schema is like a title of the book, where when Googlebot comes in to read your book, read the website, it will look at it and it'll go, okay, tell me more about what you have. So this actually helps in telling Google of what page has got what and what are we selling. That way, crawler has to spend less time on the website. It can pick up on the valued item from this page itself, and it can take it back to their search results. So we need to fix this definitely. So this is just looking at your homepage from the titles and headers perspective. So I mentioned the title skin aura. It's just missing the meat here. Description, again, this description needs to have a detailed 160 character version of what skin aura is all about. You can have your keywords here. So for example, if you're focusing on laser hair removal or microdermabrasion, you can have those two in here as your key keywords. Or if you're into skin training and you're selling the equipment, you need to make sure all of that's coming out in this homepage here, and they have their own particular pages as well. And if you see, again, keywords, we need to fill this up. Headers. So again, headers work as titles of the book as well. So when Google crawl looks at the schema, it'll pick up the headers from there. Those headers will match the headers here. So for example, you need to have in H1 skin clinic, for example, because that's one of the keyword people are looking for when they're searching and looking for laser treatment, laser hair removal, microdermabrasion. So these are the things people are looking for. We need to make sure we have them in our right headers category to get the best out of them. That all being said, look, so the key thing that your website needs at the moment is your keywords to be pushed. So that's your content that will need to be updated. It will need some really quality backlinks to push you in the right direction. Otherwise, because without backlinks, it's really, really hard to scale in an industry like yours, because there's a lot of competitors sitting in there at the moment. Good news is that we can definitely do it. Bad news is it will take time, because a lot of these keywords are very difficult. So when Google looks at the keyword and look based on their searches and based on how often it's used, it provides a difficulty score to all of them. So for example, skin clinic itself is a keyword score of 52. So it's between 0 to 100 usually, and anything above 40 is one of those hard things to achieve. You just need some really, really quality backlinks to support and push that. And then you need some immaculate, succinct content on your website that talks about skin clinic, for example, and it has the right content ratio. So what we do as a company, we do content analysis. What we'll do, we'll pick up some of your competitors who are ranking already. We will take their content, we'll match it with our content, and we'll see what they are doing better than us. And then we'll just put 5% extra, and we make sure we rank and they tank. So that's that. And other thing, what you need to also look at is when you go to the SEO path, you need to pick on what pages you want to promote, because Google doesn't rank the website; it ranks the pages. So you need to make sure, if, for example, laser hair removal treatment is your top priority, you pick that page and we start working on that page, because otherwise you got about 20 pages on your website. If you start working on all of them, it's going to be an expensive affair, and B, it's obviously going to be time consuming. So our strategy usually is, you pick one by one. So you pick lots. So for example, you pick 5 pages first. We rank them, we put them on the top, we give them the lion's share that they deserve, and then we leave them there, and then we come back to the next 5, and then we start taking them up there as well. SEO is obviously, is a journey. It's not a one-time thing. So if anyone promises you that they're going to take you in the top 3 position in 3 months, for some keywords, yes, they definitely can, but there will be no commercial value to those keywords. So if I want to take you on the Google's first page, I can take you for skin aura laser hair removal treatment. The long-winded keyword, you'll be on the top. But how many people are searching for it? What value do you get out of that? None. But what value do you spend for that? A little bit. So things like that, you got to keep in mind when you're looking the SEO path. The other problem that I see, which needs to be tackled, is you got one website with the .co.uk domain, but you got clinic in Dubai as well. So UAE will have a different domain. Usually, Google, when they're looking at domains, it gives value to. So if it had, for example, if you had .com, that would have sailed through in both with just an additional page for UAE with the address in UAE and how things work with that one. But because it's .co.uk, so we'll have a little bit of issue with that. So we'll need to figure out how we can do it. So it will definitely need a page and another page for Dubai only, and with all the details about Dubai on it. But as I said, we will still need to look how we can work on UAE market for the .co.uk domain. But that's for my technical team to work on. But when we'll do the content analysis and the competitor analysis, we'll pick on all the keywords that are highly commercial, that actually move the needle for your revenue, rather than just ranking you for keywords that are not used by general public. So that's that. Look, if you have any questions or any queries, please feel free to send an email or give us a call, and we'll be happy to answer them. Thanks very much. Have fun. Bye.